Hi, my happy enders, and now I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to go through all of the sponsors, and if anybody does want to sponsor us, please get a hold of us on either social media or email me at joyshappyendings@gmail.com. Also, if you could like, subscribe, comment on iTunes, that would really help us get us up there. So our sponsors right now are Blue Apron. Blue Apron is an amazing service where they actually go grocery shopping for you, send you the recipe and the food. All you have to do is cook and take the credit for it. BlueApron.com. I love it. They're so simple, and the recipes are really cool, so it almost makes you feel a little fancy. But if you go to blueapron.com/happyendings, which is BLUEAPRON.com/HAPPYENDINGS, you get 30% off your first box. Next, we have Famous Smoke Shop. Famous Smoke Shop is a cigar shop, not those type of smokes, but Famous Smoke Shop, it was nice enough to give us 2 promo codes. So if you use HOT20, which is HOT20, you get $20 off your purchase of $145 or more, or HOT10, which is HOT10, you get $10 off your purchase of $85 or more. Then we have Handy App. Handy App is it's such a cool app because you can get anything from it. So if you need somebody to clean your pool, clean your house, if you need somebody to patch a wall, help fix something, it's a handyman. It's like the old school guy where, maybe the milkman will start showing up again too. But Handy App, if you use promo code APPSAVE30, which is APPSAVE30, you get 30% off your first booking. And then Shoe Dazzle. I love shoes. Shoes are my thing. Shoes are my jam. So Shoe Dazzle, what you do is you take a quiz and then they send you a shoe every month. So, and you can pause it if you need to, which I don't understand why you'd want to pause getting shoes. But if you use promo code Happy Shoes, which is HAPPYSHOES, you get $10 off your first box will be $10. Like, how cool is that? And then Dollar Days. Dollar Days is a bulk website. I really, really suggest you go look at this website because you're going to find stuff you didn't know you needed. And you can get shampoo, conditioner. You can just get bulk stuff. It is amazing. And if you go to dollardays.com and use promo code HAPPYENDINGS20, which is HAPPYENDINGS20, you get $20 off a purchase of $200 or more. Or Happy Ending Ship, which is HAPPYENDINGSSHIP, you get a flat fee of shipping for $9.95. Now, these episodes, I've had these recorded for quite some time. These are open micers and friends and people who are really about to break into the business that helped me start this podcast. So these questions, the interviews are pretty shaky. There's sometimes I don't really know what to do. This is me growing into the podcast, and I feel like the podcast is still growing. So these are really fun episodes. I try to make all my episodes very organic, but I hope you enjoy these, and you can always contact us on social media, email joyshappyendings@gmail.com, and I hope you enjoy. All right. I am Joy Eileen, and on the table I have
Tom Whalen.
Yay!
Yay! Thank you for having me. I needed this.
Of course.
Get undressed, get under the sheets. Ooh, you're in for a treat. No, I promise this is not a dream. It's just a happy ending with Joy Eileen.
Now, how long has it been since you've had a massage?
Since I had a massage from a professional?
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's got to be at least 4 years.
4 years. Okay.
I've had many surgeries.
Okay.
So I used to go to physical therapy, and I had some back problems as well, so I'd get a chance to get, massages through that, covered by insurance.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, so it's been a while, but I'm excited for this one. I need it. I've been sleeping on couches.
Aww.
Well, I actually have my own place now.
Yay! How long have you had your own place?
About a month.
Okay.
2 months, actually.
Okay.
So it's nice, and I sleep on a bed now.
Beds are nice.
Those knots are just so... Aren't they? Isn't my back, knotted up like crazy?
Your back is knotted up like crazy.
They're just, all of my tension is in there.
Now, you can always tell, I always start with that too. Like, you can always tell me if I'm hurting you. You're not going to hurt my feelings.
Okay, I will tell you, but I doubt you will, because I'm a glutton for punishment.
Oh, like, man, every comedian I've had on here has just talked so dirty to me. They're like, yeah, go harder. I'm like, yes.
I mean, like, honestly, it's just like, you don't go into a massage and go, be gentle. Go, beat my back up.
Some people do.
I don't want to have another massage for a long time. I want you to, like, just break my back in.
All right. But that you would be surprised how many people are like, I just want you to rub lotion on my back. That's no fun for me. That's actually more work for me.
Why is that?
Because I'm using my hands. Like, when I'm going deep tissue, I'm using my whole body.
All right, elbow.
Yeah, lunging, leaning into it, use body weight, which I have a lot of. So, you know, when I do just lotion, my hands will hurt.
You know, when did it become a bad thing to be a large mammal?
I don't know.
You know, like, literally, since the dawn of time, the bigger you were, the better you were.
That's true.
And then in the 1900s, sometime after, like, World War II, it started being, like, bad to be big. And I'm not saying unhealthy, because there are actual unhealthy people out there.
Right.
That are just too big where they have health problems.
Right.
You know? But it's like, it's not a bad thing to be a large mammal.
That's true.
Oh, right there. You're really getting the spot right there.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Sometimes I know what I'm doing.
Sometimes.
Not all the time.
That's definitely what you want to hear when you're in the chair.
Right.
All right there, yeah, that's jeez.
All right. So, how long have you been doing comedy?
Well, I've been doing comedy for about 4 years, stand-up. Before that, I did a little improv in college because I went to Columbia College for a year and a half and then dropped out. But they had a comedy program through Second City.
Nice.
But I mean, I've always wanted to be a comic, and I've always been, you know, like I'm sure all of us were, kind of a class clown, you know?
See, I wasn't the class clown. I was the class awkward kid.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Well, like, for instance, in 8th grade, you know how, like, in middle school, you have kids?
Yes.
You know how in middle school, at a certain, whether it's 7th or 8th grade, you do a job shadow.
Uh-huh.
You know, to say, like, oh, you know, we're gonna help you find out what you want to be, you know?
Uh-huh.
Everybody else did, like, pharmacist and accountant, fireman, and all that. I did stand-up comedian.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, and I'm probably the only person ever to do that. And I went and I shadowed Dick Doherty, who's a Boston comedy legend.
Okay.
And, you know, I went, saw his show. He goes, there's some little kid here. He's job shadowing me for his school. He wants to be a comedian. What an idiot, you know? And no, it's hilarious.
Yeah, I get it.
And he brings me up on stage, and I do like 2 minutes of comedy, you know?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So that was my first time being on stage at the ripe age of 14.
Hell yeah.
Maybe even younger. I might have been 13.
See, I was always the kid when there was a microphone, I was going to say something, whether it was funny or not. Like,
Yeah.
I did the high school graduation speech.
Yeah. Oh, that's really good.
I wasn't valedictorian, but I was pretty damn close.
Uh-huh.
But I went to the principal, and I'm like, I want minutes. And he's like, who the fuck are you? And I'm like, I'm Joy, and you're going to give me minutes. And he's like, I can't just give you minutes without knowing what you're going to say. And I'm like, okay, deal. So I went home, wrote a speech, did the speech in front of them. They let me go before the class president.
Really?
Uh-huh. So I was always like, I want to do something.
I want to bite.
Just give me that special talking stick. I like the special talking stick.
I was the same way. Like, I used to con my way into doing morning announcements at school.
Okay.
And I would do it in middle school, and then in high school, like junior year, I think, they let me start doing it again. And I would do little sketches, little skits over the intercom, you know?
That's awesome. See, I didn't have a junior high. Like, I went to a school that was kindergarten through 8th grade.
Uh-huh.
And it was straight up, your 8th grade was just like your kindergarten. You had one teacher, you had assigned seating. So when I went into high school, I was like, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean you have to change classes?
Yeah.
So I had a really hard time my freshman
year. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I would have been further if I would have had a real junior high.
Maybe.
Thanks, Mom and Dad. Appreciate that.
Oh, that right shoulder is just, when you were working that right shoulder, it was the best kind of bad.
That's nice and red already.
I bet it is. You're beating it up.
It's like, yay! Blood flow!
I really needed it. I really needed it.
No, and I'm glad that you wrote me because, the kids are on spring break for 2 weeks, so I haven't done any. And I'm like, well, shit, if I'm going to do a podcast, I guess I really need to start doing a podcast.
Sure, yeah. It's about staying consistent.
Yes. And as you know, I'm the most ridiculously punctual person you'll ever meet.
You were right on time.
I'm telling you. Yes, and hopefully, this is going to morph into where I want to do it live.
Oh, okay.
On, a Periscope or something.
Okay.
Where I'm hoping to get a fetish client to help coming around.
Sure.
Mikey McCurney was like, yeah, Joy, just tell people, if you hear the moans and the groans and it starts turning you on, it's okay. And I'm like, shit, is that how this is going to morph?
It could.
It's going to transition into, a stink thing? But it is called Happy Ending, so,
there you go.
I guess it's going to be there.
So how long did you have to study massage before you became a licensed?
I was in school for 11 months.
Okay.
And then I graduated. And the graduation day, they wanted us to pay for our cap and gown. And I'm like, yeah, no. So I just went to work that day.
Really?
And I've been working at that chiropractor's office for 11 years now.
Yeah. I
know, I'm fucking old. I'm going to die tomorrow. You're going to be my last podcast.
Don't say that. We can't lose you and Mitzi in the same room.
Oh my God. That hurt so bad. You know what's sad is I talk about her so much because you guys are victims. When you're on the table, I'm going to practice my comedy on you.
Right.
I'm going to tell you what I'm going to talk about. I'm not the most professional massage therapist. How I'm booked? No. But I had people texting me that morning, with their condolences.
Yeah.
Because they knew how much of an inspiration she was to me.
Yeah, maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe you need to just become a general manager or talent coordinator at a comedy club.
Right? I can spot it. I'm telling you.
Can you see it?
I can see talent? I can.
That's a rare talent in and of itself, being able to see the kind of twinkle in someone's eye.
You can tell when somebody's got that quality, and even if they're because David Letterman told Mitzi, I'm going home. I'm going back to Ohio. I'm going home. And Mitzi's the one that's like, no, you're not.
Right. Yeah.
And Mitzi refused to let him go.
Well, because, I think this is the toughest comedy. I wasn't around, obviously, but just volume-wise, I think that this has got to be the toughest time for trying to be a new comedian,
I agree.
But, it was probably difficult. It was probably the same in the 70s.
Right.
It probably took a bit of a dip in the 80s and 90s.
It did. Of course, I know, the whole Comedy Store history, all about the strike and, the suicide and all that crazy stuff.
Yep.
She just fucking went, and I was telling someone, I'm like, it was Duncan Trussell. Name drop, sorry. But him and I were talking, and I was like, Mitzi was the modern day Scarlett O'Hara.
Yeah.
Because she did do some shady shit. I'm not going to say everything she did was perfect, and neither did Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind. But she did it to say her Comedy Store was her Tara.
Yeah.
And she made sure her family, her little misfit family, had a home, and that Comedy Store was her way of giving back.
Yeah. You never leave an artist out on the street.
No, she co-signed for cars. Mm-hmm. She had houses and apartments all over Hollywood that people would stay in.
Yep.
She was just such a giver. And like I said, we're all human. We're all fallible. But she had some really amazing shit.
Yeah. Well, if you care for people,
yeah,
you'll be successful. You'll get your heart broken, but yeah. But if you do care deeply for people, you'll be successful.
They say David Letterman broke her heart the day that he didn't cross the picket line.
Yeah.
They say that she
sat at the window at the main room and watched him pick it and just bawled her eyes out.
I bet.
Because that was her baby.
Yeah. It's like losing a friend, you know?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, poor Mitzi.
Yeah, well, not poor Mitzi, because she lived a great life, you know?
But she didn't meet me.
Yeah, right. If anything, you know, I think it's like she didn't have a good quality of life.
No, she didn't.
And I think everybody knew that. And, like, even Pauly Shore, I think on Twitter, he was like, brought Mom to the Comedy Store for her last time today. And I was there earlier, and I was like, man, what I wouldn't have done to just
get a glimpse.
Just to met her, just to say hi.
Thank you. I know. It brought tears to my eyes because he said they turned on all the neon lights and they played her music. And, like, how? Just, no.
And I heard Pauly Shore was crying. It's rightfully so, you know. Like, you can only imagine. It's like, she built this. She built it. She did it all.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, she, and I feel a very big connection with her because she had 4 kids.
Yep.
And she, I mean, not that she left them a lot, but she did her thing. Like, she had her dream. And she was going for her dream, and she just brought her kids along. And, you know, I don't want to say she neglected them, but she had to make some hard choices. And, you know, leaving Pauly with Sam Kinison.
Right, yeah.
Like, here, watch my baby.
Yeah.
But I do the same thing. Like, I leave my kids a lot, and I hope they realize, you know, this is for my dream, but it's also to pave the way for them.
Uh-huh. And there's also to show you, like, having kids, it's not the end. Like, some people have kids and they're like, well, I guess I have no dreams anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I know, like, my dad was a big dreamer. He's a lot like me. You know, he's had a lot of big plans. Then he had his 2 kids. And he really always, I could just tell, even from a young age, I could tell. He was just trying to live his dreams through us.
Yes. That vicariously.
Yeah, and it's just like, you know, it's a good thing because it's like, you know, you care for your kids. Like my dad, I could never say my dad didn't care. And I could never say that my dad wasn't there all the time, you know?
Right.
But it's just like, you know, when you do that, it's a lot of pressure.
It is. And I saw that a lot, like, when Tyler was playing, because Tyler would play tackle football at Hart, which is a huge high school. Like, there's a bunch of NFL players that played at Hart.
Really?
Like, Matt Moore from the Dolphins.
Yep.
And then there's another one, and there's a bunch of them that came from Hart. Like, Santa Clarita Valley does procure a lot of NFL players.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, I would go to Tyler's game, and I have no idea what's happening on the football field.
Uh-huh.
To the point where Tyler came up to me and he's like, Joy, you realize when you're like, yeah, go Tyler, I'm normally on the sideline. And I'm like, you just don't hear me when you're out there. Like, oh, shit, oops, what number are you again? But you'd see these parents, like, frothing at the mouth, and it was them living it.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. These parents are nuts. I had a mom his freshman year in high school go, you know, what's your son's number? And I'm like, he's 14? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Born in 2000? Like, what are you asking me? And she's like, well, we get these diamond pendants made with their number.
Yeah.
And I'm like, doesn't their number change, like, every year? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, do you see the amount of jewelry I wear now, woman? So, they get crazy.
No, my school took football seriously, too. That's why I stopped playing. I played freshman, sophomore year, and then I just was like, fuck it. It's too much, like politics, you know? It's just
so much.
Yeah, you gotta buy this to be part of the team. You gotta get a jacket. You know, you gotta get a letter.
So much money. Like, we were hemorrhaging money, and it was insane.
Yeah.
You know, and then my 12-year-old now, he's into the Lego Robotics Club.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm hemorrhaging Legos right now.
Right.
Mom, I need this for my robot. And, of course, we were afraid he was going to get kicked out because he taught his robot how to cuss. Fucking Caleb. And I'm like, dude, no.
How did he teach a robot how to cuss?
He programmed it. But
that was a big one.
Thankfully, the robot didn't cuss. It made, like, the hashtag % you know, like the cussing, like, symbols.
Oh, yeah.
So it would do that.
You're right. But still.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta have a sense of humor.
He does.
You know?
That kid's he's gonna be better than I am.
Jesus.
Not just Joy.
That is, you had me there.
If you want to put your arms up, you can.
Is that? Oh no, it doesn't matter.
Like, some people put them here. It's whatever you're comfortable with. But sometimes that helps ease the. I like it when people cry. That makes me happy. Like when I'm at work, I have a box of tissues under your guys' head, just in case.
Just in case. Well, you're not going to get me that far, but you know what? It's just when you get one of those knots, it's just like my eyes are closed, but I'm seeing lightning bolts. You know.
So how long have you been doing the open mic here at the Hollywood Hotel?
Oh, I've been doing yes, by the way, we are recording this in a creepy back room.
Yes, we are.
That is most likely haunted at the Hollywood Hotel, open mic.
I'm not even touching you right now.
Who knows? But I've been doing it for about almost a year now here.
Okay.
And I love doing it. I do it with two of my best buddies, Gavin Reed, Max Hoover.
I love Max Hoover.
Max is a great guy. And so we, I think I just heard about there. We have a great time. And so we've been doing it a while. I've been out here in LA for probably about 2 years and like 2.5 years.
Okay.
And so this was my first open mic that I hosted.
Nice. I have yet to host one.
Yeah.
So that's my next. I don't know. I keep saying that. That's my next thing. That's my next thing. Like poor Johnny. Like, what are you doing next? I'm like, well, since you asked, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna. And I just drag that poor man everywhere.
You know what's weird? This isn't even the most painful podcast I've ever been.
That is weird. That makes me want to try harder.
No. Keep the steady pace that you're at.
What was the most painful podcast you've ever been on?
Definitely Inappropriate Earl. No, I'm just kidding. Love Earl's cake.
Yes.
No, I don't know. Go versus Fish, that was a weird one to be on.
I listened to that.
You listened to my Go versus Fish? That was a silly one, right?
It was a silly one. I wanted to know what...
Did you know me at the time?
I did.
Okay.
That's why I listened to it.
Okay.
Because I support everyone. I mean, I'm anything. Like, I want to see everyone succeed. I love it. So I will listen. Mm-hmm. That one was painful to listen to.
Yeah, because it's just like, you really can't, it's hard to make sense when you're doing that, because it's just like, but is it goat or is it fish?
Uh-huh.
So I tried to be weird. I had fun on it, though.
And he gets it down at the Comedy Store. I don't know how he gets in that podcast room.
Yeah, it's easier.
Yeah, see, I don't know. We won't go there. I'm not going to say anything.
It's all about who you know.
I know. But I'm also that person that refuses to ask for anything.
Yeah, you can't do that. You gotta be, or you just have to show interest.
Yeah.
Like, just show, it's like dating. Like, no girl wants you to go like, hey, I want you to be my girlfriend. Will you be my girlfriend? But they want you to drop little hints, and they want you to be like, hey, I like hanging out with you. We should do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's been 14 years since I've dated.
Well, there you go. So that's a little bit. You gotta treat the Comedy Store like a lady. Treat her like a lady.
Like a lady. And I mean, I'm getting there. Like, I'm meeting people. I'm gonna be nice to them. That's kind of how I got on the Hermosa Beach show. Is Eric asked me if I was going to go, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to support the show. I love it there. And he goes, you know what? I'm going to give you 5 minutes. And I'm like, I didn't ask for it. And he's like, I know, that's why I like you. He's like, you're not a Palmer. And I'm like, no, I'm not a Palmer.
That's what Eric said to me as well. He got me a gig once. Eric, really, one of the nicest guys.
He is.
He's not quick to let you in, but he's quick to help you once he likes you.
Yes.
And so he said to me, he was like, he got me this gig at the Improv doing like this, like game show thing.
Okay.
And so I go there, like we do our thing, and he was like, the reason I asked you to do it is because you don't care too much. You don't act like you need this.
Right.
And that's the thing, like, no one likes someone who's needy or, what's the word I'm looking for? Desperate,
Uh-huh.
It's like, some people kind of get that weird, like, and I do it sometimes too, like, especially with girls sometimes, But it's just,
baby, please.
please.
It'll feel good.
No, but it's just like, spend time with me. Because I do okay, betting the lady, but you want the connection too.
Yeah, I get that. That's kind of why, I found John, and I'm like, you're mine.
Yeah, because you guys just probably love hanging out.
But he'll tell you, if you ask him, he'll tell you, Joy does not love me like a normal person. Joy loves me like a stalker. And I do. And I'll fuck with him too. I'll tell him that I watch him while he's sleeping, and he's like, "Why? Do you really?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And so,
the neck. I need the neck.
I'm not the nicest wife, but he's not going anywhere.
Sure, there you go. As long as you care.
Yeah, and tonight.
I want to see it.
He's gonna come down, and we're gonna go out tonight. So that's why I got some clothes. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah, it's weird if you like someone and they're creepy, stalkery to you, it's a great feeling. You're like, ooh, they like me.
Oh, Lord.
When you're not interested and they do that, that's when it's weird.
That is weird.
But I like being smothered a little bit.
Have you had a crazy stalker?
Yes, I've had a couple.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Because I am a nice guy where I like to make people feel good, and I like a nice conversation, and it might make some people, because some people try to go hints, of interest instead of, but I'm an upfront guy, so I've had girls that have, offered to give me laptops and all this stuff,
shit.
And they're like, oh, my dad's rich. It's that's not what I want. I don't want you to just, you know what I mean?
I need one of those.
And they'll just show up at my house, I know, right? I probably should have taken the laptop. But better in life. But, wow, this feels so good. The best paid.
You get some knots.
I know, I'm a naughty boy. Is that the number one massage fun?
Yes.
I'm a naughty boy.
And then of course the happy endings always. Do you ever
Have you ever?
Had anyone ask you? Oh, God.
Didn't I just get asked by you?
Right? Was that your way of asking?
Yeah.
Because it sounds like
That's what it sounds like.
I have a cousin. We don't really talk, but she's fucking gorgeous. Gorgeous. And she's a massage therapist. And I cannot imagine
how often she gets asked.
Yes, because if I get asked, could you imagine? Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
And she was.
How often do you get asked?
I get asked a lot. But a lot.
But they're obviously going there for the hand job, not the massage.
But it's weird because I work for a reputable chiropractor. I'm not at some young Asian massage.
Yeah.
I'm at a chiropractor's office, so it's weird to me when they hint. But I also, I'm 3 weeks booked.
Yeah. Which is why I'm so glad you asked me this.
Right? And a lot of my people are standing. A lot of my weeks are groundhog weeks because I see the same people, same time.
Every Tuesday.
Yeah. So my nasty perverts, they try every time, but I think it's just because they feel like they have to now.
Right.
So I don't know. I still get some creepers.
There are pervs everywhere.
Yeah.
In this world.
But I get good jokes out of it.
Sure.
One of the first bits I ever wrote was about happy endings and hand jobs and blow jobs. So, and I actually told that bit to Hollywood Jesus.
Oh, really? Also, rest in peace. We're losing a lot of really good people.
We are. I went to his memorial at the Comedy Store.
Yeah, I was there from the beginning, but I had to bounce because I had a show that night.
It was pretty awesome. It was nice of them. It was good to hear stories. I wanted to tell my story, but because I started off with, he's like, I want to hear your set. And we're in the middle of, on Sunset, on the sidewalk at 3 a.m. And I go, well, I'm a massage therapist. And he grabbed my hand in his big old paw.
Yeah, he was great at rubbing backs, too.
Oh, shit. His hands were huge.
He had, bear claws.
And he starts massaging me. And I think I did a 5-minute set in 3 minutes because I was just so nervous. I was like, and he goes, you need to slow down. And he's all, but I think you got something. He's like, you got something. And I was like, and I looked at John and I go, holy shit, I just got a hand job from Jesus. And he's all, you're going to be good.
You're going to be good.
I'm like, okay. Jesus said so. Yes, we're dating. Disgusting.
God, I feel like I'm not going to be able to feel my back after this.
You need to drink water. I actually brought you a bottle of water.
You did?
I did.
Why? So what's the theory behind that? What's the...
Well, we release a lot of toxins.
Okay.
So when you break up the fascia, you release a lot of toxins. And so your nose may start running or get stuffy.
It has been running.
Okay, and that's just your lymphatic system. So your bloodstream and your lymphatic system run neck and neck, and so your bloodstream is just pumping all of this garbage that's being released into your lymphatic system.
Okay.
And so your lymph nodes, you're going to start running, you're going to pee, and so drinking water just helps flush everything that I'm pushing out.
Yeah.
So that's all. That's my nerd talk.
Oh, that's cool. That's all. I couldn't have heard that before. Drink a bottle of water, you know?
Yeah, and if you don't, like, you may wake up tomorrow either, like, with hangover or flu-like symptoms.
Oh, really?
And it's just because your lymphatic system, you know, is trying to just get all of that out.
Yep. Yeah.
So that's it. You're nice and red, which means that you're getting blood flow to the areas that need it.
Good.
So, yay! Good things are happening. You're going to get up on stage tonight and be like, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to be able to talk. That's all right. I needed this so bad.
You did, and I'm so, I know I've said it, but I appreciate you, because
I don't know. I appreciate you.
This is brand new. This is me trying to do something completely different and new. So.
I like the idea, though. Like, first and foremost, I like you, Joy. I like you as a person. You're always a really shiny person to talk to. You're always, bringing positive energy, but I love the idea, too.
I do, too, and I'm good at this. Like, this I know I'm good at. Like, stand-up, we'll see where that goes, but I know for a fact I'm good at this. Like,
you gotta do what you're good at, and you gotta find ways to kind of put them together.
Right. Like, I've always said, and I told Jason Rouse the other day when I had him on the table, I'm like, my first Netflix special is going to be me bringing people up on stage and massaging them and just doing crowd work on them. That's like my first special. That's what I want to do.
There you go.
So this is me just slowly baby stepping towards what I really want to do.
Well, I'm glad to be one of the baby steps.
Me too. It's scary. Like, I got so many people, and I don't know if you know Emily Rivera's. She's brand new to the Comedy Store, and she's just working it. She's huffing her little head off. And she was like, I'm going to get you people on your massage cast, because I won't ask. Like, I have a very hard time asking. And she was like, I got you Willie Hunter. I got you Earl Skakel. I'm like, I don't know if I could do that. And then she's like, do you want me to ask Rick Ingram? Rick Ingram, I have the biggest comic crush on.
Really?
I fucking love him so hard. And she's like, I'm going to ask Rick. And I'm like, please don't. I won't. I can't.
Who is this?
Rick. Oh, Emily?
Yeah.
She just came around. She was on Kill Tony a while back. And she came from Canada. Her husband and her daughter are in Mexico right now while they're waiting for their green card. So she's here in LA by herself. And so all she's doing is making connections. And that chick has balls of steel. Like, she has no problem asking people anything. And I'm like, like, I can't.
Yeah.
Like, I was telling her, she's like, why didn't you ask? Because I was talking to someone, I don't even remember who it was. And I go, I have a hard time asking people for things, and I can fold my tongue on top of it.
Yep.
So it's so bad that when I try and ask for something, my tongue will fold on top of it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's hard to ask for things sometimes.
Yeah, and I don't want to be that person. Like, I love just being in this comedy world. I'm sorry. See, this is the part where I'm kind of glad I'm not recording it on video, because then you would see this evil face I'm making.
You terrible person.
You'd be like, you know how I just said you were nice and positive and shiny? Fuck that.
They're going to be like, what the hell is going on in that room?
Why is he moaning so much? What is she doing to him?
What is she doing?
Make her stop.
Man.
How are you feeling, though?
I'm feeling great.
Well, let's see. 33 minutes in.
Well, you're right.
I told you, it goes fast.
It does. Alright, I'm just along for the ride. I like to keep my podcast to only 40 minutes as well.
Okay.
So that's like, I think 40 minutes is a good, because it's like, more than a half hour, but not an hour.
Right.
Can I plug my podcast?
Of course. I was just going to say, let's get all that good stuff out.
Sure. The Loudcast on iTunes, The Loudcast with Mark and Tom. And it's like a really fun podcast. We talk about, like, the best moment of your life, the worst moment of your life, and your craziest stalker story.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, so we've had some really amazing stories. Like Jeremiah told a story about going up to a sold out Madison Square Garden. And we had like Preacher Lawson on. He talked about how he got scammed for like $15,000 when he was first starting out. We got a lot of really good stories in there. So check it out. It's on iTunes, The Loudcast with Mark and Tom.
I'm totally going to have to listen to that. That sounds awesome.
Please do.
I love stories like that.
Oh, we've got a lot of good ones.
That's kind of my favorite thing, too, is I get people on my table and they start telling me stuff, and it's amazing, like their lives. And my author brain, like, I'm like, why is this not a book?
Yeah.
Like, do you want me to write it for you?
See, it's like weird, because like, I don't know, I have good stories, but I really just don't like talking about myself that much.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I get that. Like,
when I'm on stage, I do.
Yeah, when I'm on stage, I talk about my kids.
Yeah. Oh, that feels so good.
Or crazy exes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those.
Oh, I definitely have those. One time, when I was in high school, a girl faked a pregnancy on me. And I was still a virgin.
Okay.
I had never even had sex yet. And this girl was in love with me. She wanted to be my girlfriend so bad. The most we had done was like kind of like just like little hookup stuff, like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, fingering, whatever,
Uh-huh.
And so and I stopped wanting to talk to her, like I started ignoring her kind of. And so she was like, she hit me up and she was just like, we need to talk, like some blah, blah, blah. And then I literally was just like, what, are you going to tell me you're pregnant? And like jokingly. And she goes, ... And I was like, I didn't even have sex with you.
Right.
And she told everyone that I got her pregnant. It was such a fucked up situation.
Why? Oh. See, I've never done the only time I've ever told someone I was pregnant was when I was pregnant.
Yeah. No, but I mean, the worst part was that she kept it going. And I started to believe it. I was like, maybe she's the Virgin Mary.
Oh, shit.
I am Catholic, Am I God?
My fingers filled with sperm?
Yeah, right? No, and her excuse was, well, the doctor said, sometimes there can be, a little bit on your hands, and then you put it in. And I was just like, no, that doesn't happen. But
that's evil.
I know. She was an evil girl. Yeah. Not as evil as you, though.
I am evil.
You're putting a hurting on my back right now.
You call me Joy, because it's a lie. Is there anything else you want to, before we start wrapping
plug?
up?
Anything else I want to plug?
Anything else you want to say? Social media? I'll put all that on it, too.
Yeah, social media, fake Tom Whalen on Instagram and Twitter. I don't really use Twitter, but it's on Twitter, too. And then I host a show on the Comedy Store Twitch, www.twitch.tv/Comedy Store. And I'm the first, we're building a whole network and a whole, programming schedule. And I'm the first show on it. So it's a blessing, and check it out anytime. Also, AGATS Company, AGATS Company on YouTube.
Nice.
Yeah, I try to stay diverse,
I get it.
Oh, and I got cast in my first play in almost 5 years. It's going to be at the Fringe Festival in LA, June 22nd and 23rd at the Lounge Stand. There we go.
Yeah.
That's everything.
That's awesome. What are you playing?
I'm playing, it's a character named Henry, and it's, the show is called The Actor's Nightmare. It's only a half an hour long, so it's like, come to the show. It's only a half an hour long,
Right.
But, and then, so I'm doing that. The legs. I needed the legs. It's like he's trapped in a dream where he doesn't know any of his lines, and he's in all these like really famous plays. And I just play one of the guys who plays multiple characters, but it's a lot of fun.
That sounds awesome. Good for you.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Joy.
You're welcome.
I just try to stay moving. I'm like a shark, and I don't swim, I die.
Well, I'm terrified of sharks.
Well, there you go.
I think that they're demons from the ocean, and they're spawned from hell, and there's just like a volcano that connects hell, and they spit these black-eyed devils out.
They are just like, it's crazy how like, are there any other animals with just black eyes like that?
Probably, but sharks have teeth too.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
Fuck that life. Like, I massage a surfer, and I'm like, oh, are you gonna go try and play with the sharks? And he's like, Joy, they're magnificent creatures. I'm all magnificent creatures that can stay the fuck away from me.
Right, you don't want to spend an hour with a shark.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I would spend an hour with a lot of different animals.
Yeah, me too, but no.
I'd spend time with the lion.
What about a goat or a fish?
Hey, a goat.
All right, I am finishing up.
Okay, thank you so much for having me on this, Joy. This was such a fun time.
I'm glad you came. I'm glad this
It
happened.
worked out, seriously. And now are you gonna do a little time at my open mic?
Hell yeah.
So any comics listen to this, come to Hollywood Hotel Saturday nights at 6 for the open mic.
Yay! And I hope you guys are all relaxed and have a great night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was awesome.
Yeah?
Yes, I feel great.
Yay! All right, that was that episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, anything, especially on iTunes. I really need to get my iTunes up. Follow me on social media. Email me if you have anything or any suggestions. joyshappyendings.com, and have a great day.